No matter how many trillions and billions that you are doing with your character, you cannot simply walk into Lilith and knock her down. Now, I died a ton of times learning how to do this fight, so I'm going to try and save you a lot of the deaths that I had. You have to be able to run the mechanics in this fight, or else you can't beat her. You cannot simply just kill her. So we're going to walk you through each one of the phases, how to do them, where to walk, and what to look out for. I'm on my companion druid over here. We're over here with the wolf bros. We're going to go through and I'm going to do a run for you. I'll explain it as I go. And then after that, if you have a character that cannot simply just smash her, I'll have a breakdown of a video that shows you a little bit more of the mechanics at the very end of this. So you can see both contrasts and you know exactly what to do with wherever your character is at and the leveling process. So for the fight, when you run in, she's going to drop down. You want to try and do as much damage to her as you can, as fast as you can, because she flies up into the air like that if you can't do enough damage right away. Now that means that she's going to spawn 3 adds. You just pull the adds to wherever you're at. You stand in a corner, you run to the middle, and then you jump to the front. That's how you get through that first phase there. So you're just going to run to the side, wait until she drops down, and then she's going to die. If you have a character that can kill her incredibly fast, you will skip all of that. Now, I'm going to have a breakdown of where to run, how to stand. It's going to have arrows and where to go in the side of the video right after this fight. So if you're one of the builds that cannot just kill her and hop into this phase that we're going into, we'll have something for you. So in this phase here, you're just going to take her down to 0 life. You can't kill her in this phase right now. So once she gets to that point, you're going to move to the corner here. Always run along the very edge of the platform. As soon as she cuts it, you run up, then along the top. This is going to make those white glowy things chase after you. You run right in front of this blood boil patch and then wait for her to come back up. Now you're going to run along the edge still around the very top blood boil. Always follow this path right along. This makes sure that the shades are going to follow behind you. Now you want to slow down just a little bit if you have enough movement speed. When she runs up to the top, you want to cross the platform right as she cuts it. You don't want to go too fast or you're going to run onto this platform before all of it's gone. When she teleports to the middle, that's when you're going to come right here. So make sure you have at least 155% movement speed or more, because that's what's going to make sure that you can outrun all of those shades. If you don't have that much movement speed, you can use some gear and you can keep a movement speed amulet or something inside of your bags. As soon as you get her down in the first phase, you're going to swap your amulet to your movement speed amulet so that you can run around and avoid all of those mechanics. So that's the fight when you can skip it. Now I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like when you can't skip it. We'll have some arrows and some diagrams so that it'll show you exactly which way to go so that you can make sure that if your character isn't at this point yet, you can still get through the fight. Round 2 of the Lilith fights. I'm on here on my meme barbarian. We have every single slot equipped with a unique. This is going to allow me to not kill her right away in the very first phase, so I can show you how the fight breaks down. We're going to specifically not kill her in certain phases, and I'll tell you when you should be doing damage and why I'm not doing damage. I'll have arrows breaking down how to avoid waves and what the waves are, and all of the stuff that you're going to need to know to get your character through. So the start of the phase is going to be exactly the same. You're just going to run in. When she drops down, you're going to start doing damage. Now, when she first comes down, she's actually going to spawn a blood blister right behind you. If you look, it's going to be right here. You want to make sure that you kill that blood blister, and then you also kill her if you can't kill her right away. Once she gets to about 70% life, she's going to fly up into the air. You actually want to be attacking her right in this phase here, so I'm just going to do a little bit of damage, but not a lot. He's going to have 2 different adds spawn. You're going to wait for the waves to start spawning, and then you're going to avoid them. Always start at the bottom here and start killing the adds. When the waves spawn, you want to just evade. This line that you're going to see right here is exactly the direction that you want to go to in order to avoid the waves. So you start at the bottom here. When the wave spawns, just like it did there, you're going to evade, and then you run to the very end. So then you just keep on fighting all of the monsters, and you keep on avoiding all of the adds and all of the waves. We're going to keep on fighting down here. We'll get through this phase here. But you want to always make sure that you are evading. When you kill the monsters, that's when you really need to make sure that you're watching out, because they do spawn blood blisters when they die. So you have to kill those, or else they do some pretty massive damage to you. So we're going to kill the blood blisters here. Then you just keep on avoiding, and you can kill these whatever you want. So now she's down on the ground here. Once she's down on the ground, she spawns 2 more blood blisters. Now she's going to go into her 3rd phase after she lands on this next time here. But once she comes down to the ground, we're going to keep on doing damage to her till she gets to about 30% life, which is right there. She's going to come down. You can keep on damaging her right here, but I'm going to wait. She's going to spawn 3 adds. Don't attack. Stay right at the bottom here. You're going to run to the side, and then you're going to avoid it in the middle once she lands on the ground. Then you can work on killing all of the adds. And then you have to keep on avoiding the waves. Now, the good thing about this season is that we are running the Hex of Whispers. And what the Hex of Whispers does is that it removes some of the debuffs that she gets put on you. So if you do happen to get hit once or twice, this white debuff on the bottom here is actually what's going to be removed. So you know exactly what to do, and you can avoid taking increasing damage because of Hex of Whispers. So we're going to just keep on killing these blood blisters, and then you're going to keep on avoiding the waves. Once she gets and the adds are dead, you can actually kill her and move on into the next phase here. So Hex of Whispers is incredibly important to this run, so make sure that that is an ability that you have equipped with the Witch Powers. If you're not running Witch Powers, you're just going to have to get really good at dodging those waves and not have to worry too much about it. But that allows you to have a couple mistakes and then still recover from them. So this phase here, you're going to pop everything you have, and then you want to take her down as low as you can. Now, I'm not going to kill her right here. We're going to wait. Once she gets to this point here, she's going to fly up in the air. You run over into the corner, and then you're going to run along the very top. You want to make sure you have at least 155% movement speed. I'm actually a little bit slow right now, but I'm just avoiding them. Now, she does a pull in right here. So now you can either use anything that makes you unstoppable, or you can evade out, but this is your second opportunity to do some damage to her, so we're going to keep on attacking. When she flies up into the air, she's going to come to the very corner over here. When she cuts the platform, you're going to move around the very back, and then you're going to... Now we can actually start attacking her again. We have another chance. Same thing. You're going to just redo this, go back to the corner, run right along the edge. And then when she comes back onto the platform again, then you'll be able to fight her again right here. Avoid the pull-in. And then go back. This is where you want to try and get as much damage as you can done to her. So run up and around. So she went into the very back here. So now you come up and around. Always stay along the very edge. Now, she's got a lot of these waves that are being spawned. When she comes into the middle here, don't attack her right away. Just keep on running. She's going to do these big slams right along the edge here. Now you're going to come into the middle here. You're going to start attacking her again. And this is the phase that you can kill her in right here. So, as you can see, if you're watching all of the YouTube videos of Lilith kills, that's not the whole fight. In order to get through that whole fight, there's a lot more mechanics that you can do. If you have a character that's super strong, then you're going to do what the very beginning of the video does. If not, that's going to be the path. Now, there's a lot of different ways, if I wasn't talking, that I could have made that a lot easier, or if we weren't demoing for you, that you could skip some of those phases inside of each one of the phase 1, phase 2. What you can do when you're learning this fight is break it up. You can start at 30%. You get her down to 30%, you've already made progress. Now that she's at 30%, next is going to be working on killing the adds. Now you've killed the adds. Next goal is going to be 30%. You get her down to 30%. Next goal is going to be killing the 3 adds. Then you have to kill her after that in phase 1. Then you just slowly piece together each of those. The more you practice it, the easier it gets. So that's how I approached it when I was learning how to do the fight. It is definitely very challenging, especially if this is something that you have never done before in Diablo 4 or in any other game. As you approach this fight, be patient. Know that you're going to die a couple times as you're learning it. Even I die, and I've done this fight thousands and thousands of times over the whole entire year since the game launched. Hopefully you found this video helpful, and share it with your friends if they need help with the Lilith kills. Every season you're going to get your spark from your very first Lilith kill. It is once per season per account. I'm live every night. I would love it if you stopped by, said hi, theory crafted with me. Catch you on the clip side.